y'all, and love. Wagwan, wagwan. So today we're gonna be talking about the real currency. Okay, the real currency. Okay, the real currency is your attention. Your attention is the real currency. Your attention. Whatever you're paying attention to is what's going to grow, because energy flows wherever your attention goes. Y'all know that one? Who knows that one? Energy flows where your attention goes. The real currency is your attention. Why? Because you are energy. You are energy. Okay, so your attention is the true currency. How do you manifest? Right, is what you're paying attention to the most. The things that you are paying attention to the most is what is growing. Okay, yes, whatever you're aware of, whatever you are consciously aware of, is what is growing. Why? Because you are energy. You have to remember who you are. You have to know who you are so that you can move more wisely. You can now start to make more conscious decisions. Okay? You can now start making conscious decisions. Okay? Because that is your it's your energy. Your energy is what you need to start paying attention to. Energy, the energy, not the physical, right? But the energy. That's the currency. It's energy. It's the energy, right? That's behind everything, right? It's the energy. That's power. Energy is power. So whatever you're giving your attention to, your power to, that is what's going to grow. Whatever, wherever, whoever that you are giving your attention to, that is what is growing. Okay? That's your real power. That's the real energy. We're going. That's hi. Welcome, 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 welcome. Welcome to the live, y'all. Yes, it's your attention. Your attention is the real, true currency, y'all. This is scientifically proven. Whatever you are paying attention to the most, that is what's going to grow the most. Okay? This is why the system have us away from what is really going to help us to grow. Hassalam. Walaikum salam. Yes, the system is taking us away for hours and hours a day. I'm talking about hours and hours a day. The system is taking us away because the system knows. The system knows because wherever you're spending a lot of time, right, away from what's supposed to really be helping you move forward, what's supposed to help you grow and become a better person. Peace. One love, peace. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yes, let's talk about this. Let's talk about the real currency. Let's talk about the real currency, okay? Whatever you're paying attention to, thank you for the love. Thank you for the love. It's your awareness, your consciousness. That is the true and real currency. Okay? That's how powerful you are. You ever think about this, right? If you're paying attention to like a lot of negative stuff, negative stuff, negative stuff, does that is what's going to grow more and more and more. Okay, you're going to attract negative stuff because you're paying attention to negative stuff. That's the true currency. Your attention. Peace, peace, wagwan. That is the true real currency out here. It's our attention. And the system has a clever way of getting our attention. The system has a clever way of getting our attention. Right? Because they know us more than we know ourselves. They know us more than we know ourselves. So they know what to use. They know that our energy is making this system grow. Okay? This energy is making, right, our system grow. Our energy, our power is what's making the system grow. It's what making the system gets bigger, getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. The problems that you're facing, if you're paying attention to the problems is just going to grow. You're going to start experiencing more and more problems because you're paying attention to it. That's the currency. You're adding your current charge. Okay, current is charge. That's energy. So current currency, current, that's energy, electricity, electricity. So the current, whatever you're paying attention to, that is what's going to grow. That's your currency. So you have to pay attention to what you want to grow. What do you want to grow? Pay attention to what you want to grow. Pay attention to what you want to see. Okay? You want to see get bigger. You want to see get grow. Okay? Start paying attention to that. Start paying attention to that because that's your true currency. Okay? A lot of us out here don't know ourselves. And we don't know that our energy is powerful. We don't know that we're the one that's powering this whole thing. We don't know this. We don't know. And this is why we keep getting tricked. We keep getting tricked. We keep getting tricked. We keep getting, indoctrinated. The system keeps indoctrinating us, right? And how do they do that? Because they get our attention. They get in our attention. We're leaving, right? We're leaving what's good for us, right? We're leaving nature. We're leaving those things. Peace. We're leaving love. We're leaving family, right? And we're moving into a system, right, that's working against us. We're moving into a system that doesn't care about us and our well-being. The system does not have our best interests at heart. This system does not have our best interests at heart. Okay? And that is the system that we're in. That's a system that indoctrinated us, that have us spending a lot of time, a lot of our attention is there, a lot of our attention are into things that's not helping us grow. A lot of our attention, okay, are in things, are in an institution that's not helping us grow, okay? And that's just what it is. Our true currency. What's the true currency? Your energy, your time. That's the true currency. Your energy, your attention. So be careful what you're paying attention to. Be careful where you're putting your energy. Be careful where you're putting most of your time, which is your energy. Be careful what you're putting that. Be careful where you're putting that, who you're putting that in. Okay? You really have to be careful with that. Yes, it's a bug. We're not, see, we're in nature. This is natural. I'm in nature, honey. I am in nature. Okay? And this is natural. Okay? This is what it is. This is what nature looks like. Okay? This is what nature looks like. This is what real authenticity looks like. Yes, this is what real authenticity looks like. But you don't know because you've been brainwashed. You've been brainwashed to reject the real and go for the fake. And the fake is what's killing us. The fake things out here is what's killing us. The fake environment, the fake food, everything is fake. All these things are fake. And we've been programmed and trained to pay attention to the fake. We're paying attention to things that's fake. We're putting our real currency, our attention into things that's fake. And that's why it keeps growing and growing and growing and growing. And we're continuing into this cycle. We're continuing this cycle of fake things. And the fake things is making people happy. The fake things, but it's not real happiness. It's not real happiness. It's not. You don't have to stay on this life. You can get off the life, you know. You don't have to stay here because people just come here just to make some negative comments. But that is what's going to grow. Again, that's your true currency. Wherever your attention go is where energy flows. Wherever your attention go is where energy flows. And that's what's going to grow. That's what's going to grow. You are energy. You emit a frequency. You hear me? You are energy. You emit a frequency. It's called the EMF field. You're creating an EMF field, and it's coming from your emotions, your feelings, the way you think. That's creating a frequency. Energy is the EMF field, and that energy is being broadcasted into the universe. That energy is being broadcasted into the universe. And because that energy is a strong, powerful energy, because you're a powerful, energetic being, that energy is coming back to you. So whatever energy you're pushing out is what's energy. That's the energy that's coming back. Okay? Okay, that's fine. Whatever energy that you're giving out, that's the same energy that is coming back. Okay, that's the same energy. If you're pushing out bad energy, guess what? Bad energy is coming back to you. Everything is coming back to you. You think you're doing it to someone else, but you're only doing it to yourself. You think you're doing it to me, but it's actually you're doing it to yourself, right? It's not really coming to me, you know. It's actually getting to you first. So that's why you're a negative person, because that's the energy that you are carrying. That's the energy you're pushing out. That's why you keep attracting negative things, toxic things, because that's the energy you're pushing out. You got to be careful with your energy now. Be careful, because this is energy. This is not just, oh, the flesh. You're just thinking the flesh, physical. But it's energy is what created the physical. Energy is what created the physical. Your thoughts, your emotion is what created the physical. Yes. Because that's how powerful we are, but we don't know ourselves. And the African ancient proverb said, man, know thyself. Know yourself. You got to know yourself on an energetic level, on a spiritual level, and you will know the truth, because it's the truth that's going to set you free. A lot of us are trapped because of we don't know the truth. And some of us know the truth, but we're not doing anything about it. If you know the truth and you're not doing anything about it, you know, it's not making sense. Faith without works is what? Dead. Okay? Faith without works is dead. Okay? So if you're not doing the work, if you're not actually doing the truth and being the truth, it's nothing. That doesn't matter. The truth is not going to be mattering at this point. Okay? The truth is not going to matter at this point if you're not doing anything about it. It's like, I know these things, but you have to do. You have to put in the work on yourself. You have to do. Not just say, not just talk, but you have to do the work. Spend time, put your attention into things that's going to help you, elevate you on another level. Put your time into things that's going to help you and elevate you and send you to a whole nother level, or a higher level, because you're here to get to your highest self. You are here to get to your highest self, to become the best version of yourself. And how do you become the best version of yourself? You have to know yourself. You have to study yourself. Study to show thyself approved. Isn't that what the Bible says? Study to show yourself approved. You have to study yourself. Know who you are, man. Know thyself. You got to know yourself. Okay? When you don't know yourself, it's like you're walking around here like a chicken without a head. A chicken without a head. You don't know, so you have to be trained. You have to be taught what to do, how to do it, because you don't know. Okay? But if you start looking into yourself, become more aware of you. This is about you. Okay? You have to study these things, so you will know how to move. You will know. You have to become wise. Okay? You have to become wise. Okay? Wisdom. Wisdom. Without wisdom, there's nothing else. Without wisdom, there's nothing else. Nothing else exists. Nothing else matters without wisdom. Okay? So you have to learn wisdom. Okay? Learn yourself. Learn about yourself. Learn about your energy. Learn about your energy. Your energy. Know who you are. You're not just a regular fleshly being. You're also energy, because energy is what created you, the energy that you did not create. Because none of us created energy yet. Energy cannot be created or destroyed. Okay? Okay? Energy cannot be created or destroyed. Okay? Hold on. How is it you can't? Oh, there we go. Hold on. Here we go. Here we go. Good. This person can't comment again. Because I understand myself. And I know about energy. So if certain energy that I'm perceiving as a threat to me, as bad to me, I have to remove that energy. Because I understand energy. I don't want that energy coming to me. So right? Exactly. So I removed that person, whoever that was, because that's not a positive energy at all. That energy is not for me, and you can't pay attention to that because that's what's going to grow. You're right, because we're here to grow. We are here to grow. We're not here to be stagnant. We're not here to be stagnant. We're here to grow, right? But we have to know ourselves, know our energy, know ourselves on an energetic cellular level, so we can know how to move, and we can know how to move. I'm telling you, we have not been tapped into the energetic side of us. We're so much into the physical things, and that's why these physical things are growing, and we're like slaves to these physical. We're slaves to dead things, because the physical things is just dead things, right? We're slaves to the money. It's dead thing. Money is not even real, and we're just doing so much. We're putting so much time, so much energy into these physical things, but we got to put our awareness, attention into the non-physical, because that's what's going to create the physical, the non-physical, the energy. That's where most of our attention, awareness needs to go there. I'm talking about most of it needs to go there, but most of our attention is, or our energy is going into these things, physical things, corporations, money, the colonized system. We paying a lot of attention to that, and that's the beast. According to the Bible, that's the beast. Because it says we're going to be spending how much time, how many hours we're going to be spending with the beast. Y'all ever read Revelations? Revelation talks about this. Revelation is talking about the beast, the beast. It's talking about that, and how we got to spend time with the beast. We're spending time with the beast, and that's why the beast is growing and getting fat. That's why the beast is growing and getting fat, because we're spending time with the beast. A lot of time we're spending with the beast, and it's draining your energy. It's not giving you energy, it's draining your energy. When you put your energy into things, right, other than yourself, it's taken away from you, it's draining you. And that thing is getting fatter and fatter and growing. Like I said, your attention is wherever the attention goes, energy is flowing. That's what's going to grow. That's what's going to grow. So that is growing like a whole tumor. Like a whole tumor. Sucking, taking your blood, taking your vital life force energy. Your vital life force energy is being taken by these things, these entities. They're like leashes, parasites. And they're not here to build us. These parasites are not here to build us. These parasites are not here for you to see you live. These parasites will suck all the energy out of you, and they will just watch you just without nothing, or with barely anything, while they're getting fatter and fatter and fatter and bigger and bigger and bigger, and you over here looking you know like you're anorexic. Yes, you over here looking drained because you don't let something else suck the living out of you, the living energy, your real energy. You let that suck you. Because why? You're paying attention to it. The real currency, like I said, the real currency is you. The real currency is you. Yes. Yeah, that's it. That's it. That's your real currency. Your attention. Your attention. Okay, so that's what I wanted to come on. and talk about the real currency out here, the true currency out here, the true currency. Don't get tricked out here with these fake currencies. Do not get tricked out here with these fake currencies. Okay? Your true currency is your attention. Whatever you're paying attention to, that's what's going to grow. That's what's growing. Right? That is what's growing. So remember that. Remember that.